Hello vlog. Good morning. Oh dear, well last night was interesting. We got in the car, we said goodbye to you, we drove home, and as we were in the car driving home, what came on? The engine warning light. So thankfully I have a little outlet right next to our hotel, so I just whizzed around there and they changed it to a new car for us straight away, no questions asked, and they upgraded us to a mid-size, which suits me down to the ground. I think that's, that's good enough for them, good enough for me. So just waiting for Sam to put a face on, and she's put her hair on. I'm not quite sure what she's doing, to be honest. Sun cream. Fringe hat. Okay. And then we are going to get in the car, the new mid-sized car that smells nice, and we are going to go to Islands of Adventure, hence the shirt. Okay, let's get going now.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size, catches thieves just like flies. Look out, there goes that Spider-Man. Is he strong? Listen, bud, he's got radioactive blood. Can he swing from a thread? Take a look overhead. Hey there goes that Spider-Man. In the dew of night, at the scene of the crime, like a streak of light, he arrived just in time.
Okay, we have arrived. And the good thing is actually they put us in preferred parking for free. Everything's looking up Millhouse with this whole car scenario. It's good. We've got to bypass like all the heavy lines for security. And now we're walking into IOA. I think Sam wants to go directly to Harry Potter World. The Wizarding World of Harry Potter. So we'll probably go there straight away. Let's see what it's like to actually get through the queue to get in. It's going to be hideous.
I see a wizard. Are you going inside?
How did you find Forbidden Journey then?
It was very good.
Yeah. Yes, it was quite good. And they've installed these little pockets in the back of the seats now, so you can put your stuff in. Unfortunately, Sam's clodhoppers were a little bit too large, so she had to hold on to her shoes. My phone fitted in there just fine, so that's good. So now, even though absolutely ravenous, we're going on what was the Flying Unicorn. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
The Flying Unicorn. And it's now the Flight of the Hippolyth. Yay. And then food, because I'm starving. Not if I get there first. Oh, we just had a bit of an argument. She's like, I'm going to talk first on my camera because you keep talking first on yours.
I don't sound like that.
But I pressed record first, so... so we're going to try and find some food now. Don't know where we're going to go, maybe like 3 Broomsticks or something. Try and get some late breakfast, something like a pastry or something. And then I think we might be eating in 3 Broomsticks for lunch later on. Not sure, maybe. Although I think it could be the same sort of stuff as what do you call it? Leaky Cauldron. So we might not. We might go somewhere else for lunch. But let's go find some food because I'm starving. Suitably stuffed. You suitably stuffed?
Yeah.
Very good, yeah. We had the pancakes, which was really nice. So now we're going to get rid of it all on Dragon Challenge. Yay! Or as we know it as...
Dueling Dragons.
Yeah, it's always going to be Dueling Dragons for us, isn't it? Okay, let's go and spin some G's. Oh, we're going to go find the toilet ride first, apparently. I'm just going to go and spin some G's. What did you think of Dragon Challenge then?
Very intense on the back row. On fire.
It's so funny. So Sam's wearing flip-flops today, as per usual, and we're sitting there on the ride, ready to actually go, and she had them like on her arms, like locked in between the two harnesses, so there was no way they were ever going to come off. And the ride attendant, as she checks Sam's harness, goes, "Oh, you're going to have to sit on your flip-flops." So we're on the assumption that she's going to release the harness to enable Sam to actually then put them behind her to sit on the flip-flops. No, just sets the ride off. So it's like, how on earth would you have ever been able to get your flip-flops
There was no
onto
way
your
I
back?
could. When you've got these straps, like the massive arm, like, you know, what are they called, like the harnesses here, like there's no physical way. When you've got your arms stuck and you've got very little room between your arms and the person next to you, you can't bend your arms backwards behind your back and put your flip-flops behind your back. It's literally impossible. Like, unless you're like double jointed and you can like dislocate your arm sockets like at your shoulder so you can bend it backwards. It's just impossible.
Yeah, it would have been absolutely pointless. It's impossible.
Yeah.
So, in the end, Sam just said, sorry.
Where you going?
There was no way, without the flip-flop coming apart, that or Sam's arm coming off, there was no way of the flip-flop falling. It's so weird. Okay. So we are now battling our way through the hall that is Harry Potter Land. I've always found this area is so crowded. Even compared to Diagon Alley though, Diagon Alley's not even this crowded. I don't understand why. So now we've battled through the horde. We're going to continue round the islands of adventure, heading into Jurassic Park. It's the shirt. Hoo-ha. I can hear a raptor.
I can hear it.
He's on the other side of those little hedges there. We're going to go and see if we can find the raptor. Just go and listen. I think he's just over there. Let's go and see if we can go and see the raptor. Can you hear him? I can hear him. Let's go and have a look. Okay, so the queue for the raptor was absolutely huge. Just have your picture taken with it. It's like, it's not that worthwhile. Maybe if there's less of a queue later on, we might have a go. So not sure what we're going to do now. Might go on JP. I like a bit of JP. Of course, there is something which we're going to cut to in a moment, which will be standing outside of JP that we're going to do.
Me and Mom might go on there.
We'll say in a moment. Dry is certainly not an option. Just a little bit damp, everything is fine, isn't it? Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, I did, you know. We just got the water all in my face. So
All
let's
over your
take my hat
face.
off.
Sam likes his shirt over here because in the normal there's like that sort of colour, and then with sun it goes that kind of colour, which is quite cool.
Yeah, and I got little signs. Little signs for little person.
Little size for little person. Oh dear. Yeah, I really like that ride. It's really quite cool and wet. It's soaking wet. God, I look really pasty in this light. I'm really not this pasty, honestly. Let's go into the sun. I might look a little bit better there. So now we're in the sunlight. Oh, it burns! It burns! Not quite sure what we're going to do now. It's 20 past 12, a little bit early for lunch, but not too far away from lunch. I don't fancy getting absolutely soaked to the skin just before lunch.
Neither do I.
Maybe after lunch I might get soaked to the skin.
Maybe when it gets a bit hotter. I feel like there's too much of a little breeze at the moment. So if we got completely soaked, we'd be pretty cold.
Well, we are coming back here next week when it's meant to be like 90
Yeah,
degrees.
so then I think we should save the water. Like, I think we should save Dudley Do Right and Popeye. I was going to call him Pie then. And Popeye until then because
Yeah, you don't want to get absolutely drenched, do you?
I'm not feeling wanting to get absolutely drenched now. But we look at everyone else.
Yeah, we look at everyone else getting drenched. That's always quite funny. So, not quite sure what we're going to do now. We might have lunch, I don't know. But first of all, we're going to record a little video. Let's record this video on this little bridge, shall we? You'll like this one. So we're going into Thunder Falls for a bit of dinner, or we're going to have a look at the menu anyway. Haven't eaten here for years and years and years. Well, about 8 years to be precise. But it looks like meat and sauce and chips, which is always quite good. Although the queue is huge. So let's see what we can get. There's plenty of spaces to sit. Okay, let's go get some food. Since I last spoke to you, Sam came and found a table. It took me half an hour to get to the front of the queue. It's because people just stand there and they go talk, chat on their phones, blah, 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 get to the front of the queue is. All the food! What's the food? She's so shocked. She just wants the food. Oh, go to my belly. Chicken wrap. So, we are well and truly fed and watered. And look what we've come across. They were still really building this last time, and unfortunately, they still are. But, just behind me is Skull Island, Reign of King Kong. And it's still being built. They don't really seem to have done much. Well, they have done a lot, actually. And they've installed this backdrop, which looks really, really cool. I'll try and take a photo of it, because actually...
Oh yeah, the car's going round.
Oh yeah? There goes the car. There goes the car. That's so cool. So they are testing the cars. So you never know, we might get lucky. Let's go a bit closer, shall we? See if we can actually see any more. Yeah, so it's pretty interesting. We just got a really good view over the wall into Skull Island. We're not going to go on this ride today because Sam doesn't really feel like getting absolutely soaked. She's still feeling a little bit under the weather. However, it's fun to watch people get soaked. Can you see that, viewers? That is why Mythos is closed. They're painting the rocks. Painting the rocks! What about my chocolate banana gooey cake? Why do you feel the need to paint the rocks? Sam's tried to jump in front of the camera, but she just can't reach.
I don't know if you're recording. If you are, I'm probably like an idiot.
All I got was your little hand going. And then finally the big hello. I was just showing everyone why Mythos is closed. They're painting the rocks. Why do they feel the need to paint the rocks when they could be serving me banana gooey cake?
You're more upset about that, aren't you?
Never mind.
Mike is really upset.
At least we've got a nice view of Hulk. They're still trying to rebuild. They're painting rocks over there as well by the look of it, so no wonder we could be in for a long wait. Spider Pig, does whatever a Spider Pig does. Can he swing from a web? No, he can't. He's a pig.
Bye,
What
Deborah.
on? Maybe.